I'm Azia Nassar. I'm the Community Engagement Scrutiny Manager at Sovereign Housing Association.
I'm Debbie Down, Senior Communications Officer, Sovereign Housing Association.
For us at Sovereign, it's really important to support Tpas. We want to support the national agenda around resident engagement and about getting residents involved in making a difference to how they live in their homes. And for us, it's an absolute great platform to just kind of speak to lots of organisations, but lots of residents across the sector. So for us, it's not just about Sovereign, but about resident engagement across the country.
I've come to the Tpas conference to support Azia and her team because being a member of the communications team at Sovereign, we work very closely together, but I don't get the opportunity to come out and actually talk to residents, meet residents and find out what it's all about. And obviously working at a housing association, Sovereign's residents are at the heart of the business. And I think Tpas conference and everything that Tpas is about giving residents a voice.
I'm just thinking for us, there's something around, we've got a new chief exec, we've just had, we're talking about our governance structure and community and resident engagement. It's been, we've kind of established it at Sovereign for over a year now. So part of what I'd like to see over the next year or so is to review how well it's gone, because we want to learn from what our residents are telling us rather than it being stagnant. So for us, it's about kind of learning what's the great things that we've done this year, what can we follow on next year, what can we do better. And I think having a new chief exec will hopefully give us a new vision and a new forward-thinking approach to resident engagement, and hopefully for Sovereign it'll just make it better for our residents and for the work we do as a business.
So part of my role at Sovereign is as Senior Communications Officer is promoting the organisation in a good light. And obviously I take on PR responsibilities and any promotional sort of aspects. So I've been working very closely with Azia and the community engagement team to promote good news stories from the residents' perspective, from the resident and board partnership, what they do. Worked very closely on award entries, and we were regional finalists for Tpas back in March. So it's important to sort of have that joined up approach, get a better insight so that I can write those stories. I personally don't get to work on the scrutiny groups, but other colleagues within my team do, and we obviously get together anything like a specific topic or a campaign that they're working on. We'll get to find out about it that way. That's not very good at all, scrub that.
No, but there's something around, I think what's really important around, I know I'm not tagged on, but what's really important about working closely with comms is that because we're quite a large organisation, we need to have that connectivity.
Yeah.
So what we do is that even though Debbie works with us on the promotion part of it, there's another part of the comms team who actually help us. So the outcomes from our scrutiny, the promotion internally around actually how has that made a difference to our residents, how has that made a difference to our business, to our staff. That comes through really closely with our communication team, which Debbie's part of. Also the stuff which we do at board and partnership, this is about the strategic element of how they're working, how our residents are engaging with them, but also the stuff we do locally. So what our comms team have done, and Debbie's part of the promotion part of it, the PR part of it, is that actually we've celebrated the great work we've done with our residents, and actually externally as well as internally. We've worked really closely this year to try and bring that together more, so actually our residents can see in a wider sense actually how it has made a difference, because not everybody wants to get involved and not everybody wants to get involved, but actually people might want to know what Sovereign's doing as a business. So our connectivity with our comms team has grown, it's become stronger, it's developed, and I think our connectivity as individuals has enabled us to have a really good relationship. So I can say to Debbie, would you like to come to the Tpas conference? Because actually this is an opportunity for you to network, but you to actually understand and hear what our residents are saying on the ground. So when we do put awards in, or if we do put in applications, you know when I put something together with Debbie that we're talking about reality. It's not just a piece of paper. This is actually real life. Yeah. And that's what we're doing, I think, better this year.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish we had the mic on you.
Because the comms team as a whole, we're quite a large comms team really for a housing association, and there's 17 of us. But we're in that team, we're all split up into sort of smaller groups.
Specialisms.
Yeah, and my colleagues work quite closely also with Arzia's team and the comms communications team on the internal aspect of resident stories, and they tell them through news stories internally, use that at the resident group meetings and that, and they get involved and they go to those. So by speaking to my colleagues, I find out what's going on, and then I can tell those stories externally to the wider public.